Some birds dread water. Ducks sleep in it. The same it is with some men. Some men dread trouble. Others court trouble. What's that saying? And that's not me. Hey, Gabriel, why did you do it? Why did you kill Uwangwe Giebo? Because the moon is dim. Little scary stars cast a glint. Tonight, you all die. Well, my name is Ola Rotimi Solanke. I'm popularly called Jimi Solanke. Also, at the time I made a track that was called Baba Agba. So they have been using that title to call me. From here to Lagos to everywhere, a lot of people who know me, they call me Baba Agba, Jimi Solanke. Okay. I came from the theater arts department in 1969. I was already trained and certificated in Ibadan.
UI?
UI,
okay,
School of Drama that became the theater arts department.
Okay.
We were the first set of students in the School of Drama, which eventually metamorphosed into the theater arts department till date. But by then, I was already a good actor. I was already a dancer. I was already a director. I was already a musician that even had a lot of songs being recorded and played on air by big bands. And when the group of people that started the School of Drama, Peggy Harper, all of them, Robin Houghton, Michael Crowder, the cameraman, what's his name now? All of them moved en masse to Ife. I loved them, each and every one of them, because they were the one who gave me the opportunity to study drama. And I fell in love with drama. And they moved here. When they moved here, I started hearing a lot about them, that they were setting up a lot of Ife Festival of the Arts. Every year I kept reading, I kept hearing. So in 1969, precisely 1969, Ola Rotimi sent late brother Boyega Ajayi to me with a small note, please, we need you in Ife. And since all the people I used to hang out with, all of them came to Ife, I said, and I wanted to be part of their festivals. So I just decided to come to Ife. And that was the time we were running Oriolokun. Oriolokun was in existence then. It was big. And when I just stepped in, they just made me the assistant to 3 directors. Assistant to Ola Rotimi, drama. Assistant to Peggy Harper, dance, because she taught me in the UI. Assistant to Akiyuba, music. Yeah. I'm still a very young boy. I was born on the 4th of July, 1942. And, Olobo area in Lagos. My parents, Alfred Tayo Solanke and Esawura Ola Solanke, were both from one small town that I am developing in now, Ipara Remo, Ogun State. And my lineage in Ipara is the reason why I have to go back home, because I am from three origins of Lisadom. Lisa, the chieftaincy that is very, very important in Remoland. Wonderful. That was when this campus was just being built, and it was very interesting. There was no theater then. Majority of the houses on campus, halls, everything were still under construction. But the Oriolokun situation was very interesting. Town gown. I started work from Oriolokun. I stayed somewhere very close to 7th Day. It was very nice. We walked to Oriolokun and walked back. No buses, no taxi. If you had a scooter in Ilefe, then you were a big man. So we walked until they started building, finishing the buildings. Then Ududua Hall was finished. And then majority of the things we were doing in Oriolokun dwindled. And then we moved into the department. The Department of Dramatic Arts, the Pit Theater. I did a lot of things here that that are worthy of mention. Like in the time of Ola Rotimi, we did different kinds of play. I loved playing Kurumi. I loved playing the role of the Oba in the Gods Are Not to Play. Most importantly, Ovora When Ogbaisi by Ola Rotimi. When we took it to Benin, the governor then, Ogbemudia, requested that I should stay behind, that Ife, University of Ife cannot take their Oba back to Ife. Their Oba must stay with them. So they had to enroll me at their Midwest Arts Council. We did a lot of good things. Music-wise, I will miss him forever. Akiyuba. He was in charge of music at the center then. Fantastic. We did a lot of choral. I learned a lot of cultured repertoire in Ife. Even in dance, a lot of dance, drama productions by the very energetic Peggy Appa. When we moved on campus and we are not using Oriolokun again, I had an office at the Ududua Hall, which was directly given to the Dramatic Arts Department in those days, because it was at the department that will come and book for the usage of the Ududua Hall. It was directly there, even up to the point that Wole Soyinka became the head of the Dramatic Arts. I had an office at the Ududua Hall. A lot of things happened when I was here. I knew how many people passed through my class of acting. The girl till today is still respecting me because she's an actor till date. Clarion Chukwu, the mother of that filmmaker. When I got married to one of my students who fell in love with me, Tony, my dear mother. So when we got married, responsibility started spiraling to beyond my grasp because of the level of salary being paid. So, and she was working at the department, I was working at the department. I said she could go on. Then I resigned, got into the mainstream of performing all over the places. And at a point when I was loaded, I asked her to resign, come and stay at home, because we started making children then, and we wanted to take care of them. Would you believe it have been in Ife for over 40 years? Another great Ife is a counterfeit. And this is true. This is very true. Another great Ife is a counterfeit. I think I know where I walk in and walk out every day. Is it the structures? Another great Ife is a counterfeit, because when they were building this place, the people they brought to build it, they built it with great responsibility. They did it with all. Go and see any of the halls repainted. Stands new. Where can you see such buildings in any universities all over Africa? That's why I love that phrase. Another great Ife is a counterfeit, and we have land that no other university can boast of. We have land. We have not even used, up to now, we have not even used 1/3 of the land that we have, because vast land. Vast land. That's the reason why I love that land. You see, bye-bye to old Buka. The old Buka. I mean, part of the things that no other universities can boast of, the old Buka, which has now metamorphosed into the new market. When you are in the old Buka, as old and as built in that Ife fashion, there are some Iyon shops, there are some Amala shops, there are some Iya Egin. When you try Iyon in the afternoon, you have a lot of space to load palm wine later in the evening. I do a lot of other things. Okay, apart from acting, singing, and dancing, which I am getting set to continue doing until I die in my center at Ibudo Asha, Ipararemo. I do, did a lot of artworks, and apart from artworks, I do a lot of, I'm going That's tomorrow. This time tomorrow, I'm doing about 2 days job on narrating for a big movie, Moremi. I do a lot. I write. I've published 1 or 2 things, 3 things. Even you have reminded me now, I must ask for my royalty. Some stories I told you. I write. Mostly, I'm a family man. I love monitoring my children. Even now they are having their own children. I still love to monitor them and knowing where they are, what they are doing, how they are doing it, which is very important. Very, very important. But when I get to Ipara, because I have plenty of land there, I'm going to deviate into farming. My wife says we should do palm kernel business. When you talk about palm kernel, that's palm oil, palm kernel nuts and all that. Don't count my age with 25, 35, 65, 75. I'm not thinking like a 75-year-old man at all. Because don't get used to it. I'm not used to it. I'm thinking like a 45-year-old man. You see, when I started in the UI, the School of Drama that became the Theatre Arts Department, I was, with a lot of directors who, they were not like Ola Rotimi, because he is a natural stage director. The reason why I'm saying this is, it was Ola Rotimi that first made me to know that you can put 100 people on stage, and each and every one of them, the way he will direct you, will know how to walk in and walk out to the position that he has placed you. He is very, very, he's very, very intelligent, in using crowd on stage. Look at majority of his plays. Kurumi, the gods are not to blame. Obora and Wenogbaisi. Look at all of them. They were all plays with large crowd. And quietly, unassumingly, no noise, no gira-gira. Vega were one bit here. I told you that I want you where that girl is, behind her, not in front of her. Yeah, take it again. He is one of the actor trainers that will not shout, that will not, the majority of other directors that I've worked with. We will throw up the scripts and shout and throw the barrel away and film, but no, not Ola Rotimi. That's one thing I learned from him, which I'm still holding fast, because a few of the plays I've done had crowds in them, and I've used his technique, and it worked. Especially just coming out of a year like 2020. Let me just take it. Brother Gwega Ajayi. Oh, very nice human being. I said it earlier on that he was the one who came with a note from Ola Rotimi to come and give it to give the note to me in Ojo, Ibadan, where I was living. And all through a lot of people will be asking me, Bodagwega, Muni, yes. Brother Tunji no ni mo pe Brother Tunji Oyelana. I call him brother because once you are older than I am, a year or two, that in-depth respect that I have for anybody that is an elder remains, given to that person. Nobody daily me wasufe, unlike Ansufe by. So the last time he came, Ansufe, Mudejade, Bragwega, Clear Chiladugo, Mama Bay, Koro, Conca, Kiritobara, only George in Kotuashikoye. He said what he wanted, and I did whatever he wanted, and he was gone. That was the last time. When I was at Oriolokun, that was when, as the assistant directors to all the directors, a lot of people I met there, they're still boss 7 day. She's still fine. Owani Benue, somewhere in Benue. They are all beautiful people, they are all great people. Ojeyemi, Muraino Yelami, they were all with us there. They were doing Jimo Braimo. They are all still living. They are all these Yinka Adeyemi. They were all with us at the Oriolokun because that was where the art workshop took place as well with the Osogbo artists. And they were the Baba in the Osogbo art group. I will take this opportunity to say Laide Adewale and his son, who became my friend after his father left, he too left. This year 2020. May all of us remaining be alive. There's a chorus that I know, which I hum a lot. From my hometown, they say, Ye paripa, udowo wen o are, ye paripa, udowo enwe omo, alagemo ti bimo tan, aimo joku sowo omo. It simply means the life itself and living is requiring your innovativeness. And I believe in the Nigerian sense, in the urge to do and can do, which I'm looking up to you to give me, not only giving me, to give this nation that will of can do, will be yours. There are so many things you should sit down and think of doing. In China, nearly every house has a tailor creating a design. Get scissors. Begin to cut newspapers. Begin to see what to join, how to join, become a designer. No, look, the hard cover of Esan, the hard cover of a palm kernel, the hard cover of it. Ask a few elderly people, there are so many things you can do with it. And a lot of people just crack it and throw it away. They use it to fill some floor somewhere. They use it in the Orient. They use it as buttons. They use it as decoratives because they'll crush it. Use a grinder to clean its size and create. That's the point at which we are now. Go into the internet. How to do this, how to do that. Because all of you are so, intelligent, but have that time to yourself to become a creator of an idea. To be a creator of an idea, just like Hobnob. Can you understand what I'm saying? Create an idea. You are all intelligent. Don't look up to government. Government, they don't even know what they are doing themselves. How can they know what to do for you? I appreciate the minds behind the word and the innovation of no. I appreciate it. And I'm telling them that the more they put into it, the more energy, the more drive, at the end of the day, it's not only when you make billions of naira that we will know. But first, let your presence be felt. Let everything you are doing be seen. Create a situation where anybody who wants to know anything about OAU will have to look for you, because all those who have passed through, you've all passed through. The people who are there now, the students, the people who are there now as members of staff. Let Hobnob be the placard, the signboard of the university, because a lot of things can come out of it. A lot of good things can come out of it, because the more you do it, the more people are interested in knowing who you are, why you are doing it, etc., etc., etc. I wish you the best of luck.